Antoni Gaudi was a Spanish artist based in Barcelona. He was born in Catalonia on June 25, 1852. He had great admiration for nature and hence his work reflected that appreciation. He was born in a family of boiler makers, which helped him acquire the skill for working with volume and space, as he helped his father and grandfather in the family workshop. He moved to Barcelona in 1857 to acquire a degree in architecture and graduated from the School of Architecture in 1878. His first works included building lampposts at Placa Real. In 1878, he also presented his work at the Paris World's Fair of 1878, which led him to work on Güell Estate and Güell Palace. Gaudi was the greatest advocate of Catalonian modernism and used his own design techniques, which were different from that of the conventional styles, which he used to complete the Barcelona Cathedral Sagrada Familia. He died on June 10, 1926, after being hit by a trolley car while he was still working on the church, which was his last project. Antoni Gaudi's patrons include Eusebio Güell Bacigalupi. Eusebio, a textile manufacturer, is considered as one of the most important patrons of Gaudi, as he supported Gaudi's elaborate modern art, which consisted of whiplash curves and a combination of various colored surfaces. Gaudi built a palace for Eusebio, which is considered a museum in the present world. The palace consists of fancy ironwork, high ceilings, and arched entrances in a shape of a parabola. Gaudi's other works for Güell include the Parc Güell in La Rambla and the lower part of a chapel which is known for its shell walls. Another piece of art Gaudi made for Güell was Colonia Güell. There, Güell created a territory for a clothing factory because of the ongoing social unrest. The village created consisted of facilities that would make workers' lives better, which included terrace houses, theater, school, shops, garden, and church. Another accomplishment of Gaudi was as an architect for Cooperative Matarunans, which was Catalonia's first factory which joined capital and work into one element. His inspiration for art started when he came to Catalonia at the age of 16, and he loved the place more than anything else. Due to that reason, his major works include Moresque, Oriental, and Gothic architecture, which were all the basic Catalonian styles. Also, Gaudi's devotion for Catholicism and the Spartan government almost characterizes his last decade of life, during which he committed his life in building his most famous work, the Sagrada Familia Church in Barcelona. The message he wanted to send by building the Sagrada Familia was serving God through architecture. The temple does not consist of any straight lines, as Gaudi believed that nature did not exist in those straight lines. He also believed that the temple, which is a representation of nature, life, and death, should not be built with straight lines. The columns of the Sagrada Familia are built in a tree-shaped form to support the whole monument, which was also a symbol of nature.
Antoni Gaudi was known as one of the best architects that worked under the art style of modernism. His art style was known as one of a kind since his artworks were tended to pop out while being compared to the rest of the buildings in Spain. One example can be Casa Batlló or the House of Bones. It captures the viewer's eye with the amazing structure that has a skeletal shape, and it looks like the building is made out of bones and skulls, which quite catches the people's eyes. Gaudi was mostly inspired by marine life since he mostly used shapes and colors that have the same characteristics as an ocean. Another famous building of Gaudi is La Familia Sagrada. It started to be built on March 19, 1882, and it has not been finished since it is still under construction, meaning it has been over 137 years. Gaudi was able to appreciate the almost finished building due to his passing in 1926.